Welcome to the virtual college fair for all Virginia students, sponsored by the Virginia Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Counselors and StriveScan. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the full schedule at strivescan.com/Virginia. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at that same website, strivescan.com/Virginia. And now I'd like to turn it over to our first presenter from Randolph-Macon College. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
All right, everybody, thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Olivia McGuckin, and I'm reporting from Randolph-Macon College in Ashland, Virginia. And I'm excited to be able to share with you some things about my institution, but also to have you join and learn about all of our institutions this evening. So to get us started, you guys can see on this upcoming slide, I'm going to find my pointer here in just a minute. Our quick facts, we're located just north of Richmond, Virginia, about a 20-minute drive. We're also about a 90-minute Amtrak ride from the capital of our wonderful nation, Washington, D.C. So it's a great attribute to our campus location. We are considered a small college. We are a private institution. Our population is right now right around 1,600 students, and we are strictly undergraduate. You can see some of our quick facts there, our average classroom size, a number of our majors, and then of course our student life quick facts as well on the right hand side of your screen. As you guys are getting ready to apply to Randolph-Macon, one thing we like to point out is that it's free to apply. You can submit either under the common application or through the Randolph-Macon application. We do not require any supplemental pieces for the common application, so try to make it as easy and painless as possible. You can see we have our freshman application deadlines down there as well as our transfer deadlines. We are early action, which is a non-binding decision. So it's wonderful for students who, like I say, like to get all their ducks in a row early on and get their decisions a little bit earlier as well, because we do release on a rolling basis. As you're going through your application process with Randolph-Macon College, these are the things that we're looking for. Number one, your courses and your grades. Our average admitted students receive Bs or better from their high school experience, usually with some type of honors, AP, dual enrollment, or upper level coursework. So that's incredibly important for us to see. Your personal statement is built into your application. Your letter of recommendation you'll solicit from a teacher or a counselor. Your extracurricular involvement you'll also include on your application. And then of course, if you have any college transcripts, you'll want to include those as well. This year, like many other colleges, we are going test optional. Going test optional does not hinder your ability to qualify for a merit-based scholarship. So that's a really great news as well, but something to consider. We also encourage students to complete an interview with their admissions counselor. I work primarily with all of our students from Hanover County, Virginia, also Richmond City, and including our Richmond area private schools as well. So if you'd like to do an interview to talk about how you see Randolph-Macon fitting into your college goals, maybe advocate for yourself for one of the items above as part of your application package. It's a great thing to do. We encourage doing your interview either just before you submit your application or right after, so that the conversation can be taken into consideration with your admissions decision. So like I mentioned, submitting test scores or choosing not to will not affect your merit-based scholarships. You can see on this slide here on the top selection, it lists our merit-based scholarships. When you receive that acceptance letter, it tells you which one of those you will receive as a yellow jacket coming to Randolph-Macon. And then that award is guaranteed to you for each year that you're a student at Randolph-Macon. We also like to point out that we encourage our students to complete the free application for federal student aid, which actually opened today. So you and your parents can actually sit down and work on that. Document is a federal document, and our financial aid office is incredibly happy to meet with you or talk you through that process if you need any help with that. We also give our students at Randolph-Macon a $1,000 FAFSA filer grant. So if you submit the FAFSA to us, you will automatically receive $1,000 just for filling out the form, and you'll receive that each year for up to 4 years that you are a yellow jacket. I know there's a lot of different students tuning in tonight, not necessarily from my geographical area, but we have a large number of counselors on our staff that would be really excited to meet with you and chat with you. I know Susanna works with our families from Henrico, Emily works with our families from Chesterfield, Kellen works with our families from Virginia and Southwest Virginia, Eric works with families from Northern Virginia, and so we have a really great representation. You can find your counselor on our website. We also encourage you guys to tune in to our open house events. The theme is No Place Like Home, bringing our home to your home. And our first one is kicking off next week. So we're really excited about that and hope that you tune in. I also encourage you to follow us on social media. Our Instagram page is basically manned by our students, and it's really wonderful, a great way to stay in touch with application deadlines and really just get a sense of the culture on campus. We are open and hosting tours, so we would love to have you if you are feeling comfortable and up to that. You can also check us out online with our virtual tours as well. This is my contact information. Again, you can find us on the website at any time. You can request an interview or a one-on-one counselor meeting if you'd like. But thanks again for tuning in tonight, everyone, and we hope you have a great evening.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from Capital Technology University.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Lisa Romero. I'm the Assistant Director here at Capital Technology University. Just a little bit about Capital Technology. We are one of the only private universities in the state of Maryland specifically dedicated to engineering, cybersecurity, computer science, and tech management. These are all of our academic programs. I'll leave this up on the screen for a little bit so you can take a look at it. We are accredited by the Middle State Commission on Higher Education. In addition to that, we are also accredited by the the Accreditation Board of Engineering and Technology. Our most popular majors at Capital Tech are computer science and cybersecurity. The QR code on the top of the screen is to register for one of our live academic sessions. We have them the second to last Saturday of every month. So this gives you an opportunity to learn a little bit more about our majors, talk to faculty one-on-one, and get a feel for the programs that we have at Capital Tech. We are located in Laurel, Maryland, so we're right in between Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. This map on the pinpoint, that is our location. So we're right off 95 if you've been in Maryland, in Prince George's County. These are the most popular internships that we have amongst our student body here at Capital Tech. So what's really unique about Capital Tech is that there is no 2-year wait to start your major. You start taking classes right away. If you have experience in technology at the time you apply, that's great. If not, that's no problem at all. We can definitely work with you. Internships are available as early as sophomore year because you are getting an earlier start on your major core courses. We also have internship and career fairs available every semester, and they're open to all students, so freshmen included. So that gives you an opportunity to kind of get your feet wet and to start networking with different employers. We do have paid internships available, and this will vary depending on the major that you are interested in. Our capital commitment to you is that we guarantee that you'll have a job within 90 days of graduating in your field of study at a competitive salary. Just some fun facts about the university. We are a small student body. Our undergraduate population is around 450 students. So our average class size is roughly 12 students. More than half of our students represent the minority population. So we are a very diverse university. 80% of our students receive some form of financial aid as well. 82% of students have had a job within 90 days of commencement, and Capital Tech was awarded the best cybersecurity program in the nation by CS Magazine. We have on-campus housing available as well. So we have apartment style. They were opened in 2018, so about 2 years ago, fairly new. Any registered full-time student is eligible for housing. If you have a car, you're more than welcome to bring that to campus. There is free parking available. And if you don't drive, no worries. We do have a college shuttle available as well. Our rough tuition is roughly $26,000 a year. On-campus housing is anywhere between $6,000 to $8,000 a year. And then your total cost of tuition is going to be anywhere between $32,000 to $36,000 a year. Our tuition guarantee states that we promise that your tuition will not increase by more than 1% throughout your 4 years at Capital Tech. Most universities on average will increase their tuition anywhere between 3 to 5%. So we do try to make the cost of tuition as affordable as possible. These are some of the scholarship opportunities that we have for students at Capital Tech. Our most popular ones are the Robotics and Cyber Scholarship. Students are automatically screened for merit scholarships when they apply to the university. And my personal favorite scholarship is the Capital Scholars Program, which is a full tuition and fee scholarship. So I'll go ahead and leave this on the screen. If you have your phone out and you maybe want to take a screenshot of this, you're definitely more than welcome to, because we have a lot. I'm going to go ahead to the next slide. If you are interested in applying, we do have a free application available on the Common App and on our website, captechu.edu. You will also need to submit your transcripts. Capital Tech is going test optional for fall applicants applying for fall of 2021. Make sure you complete your FAFSA as well, and I've provided our school code there for you as well. And lastly, if you have any AP scores, Project Lead the Way, I know that's pretty popular at certain high schools, or any certifications such as CompTIA or Security Plus, make sure you send those certifications in, because those can exempt you from specific courses in your major depending on the major. And lastly, this is my contact information here. Again, I am the representative for Virginia, so I will be working with you. Feel free to shoot me a text message as well. That number on the screen is my cell phone. And if you really liked what you heard today and you're eager to get started on your application, the QR code at the top will take you directly to our information page. So you can feel free to pull your phone out and take a screenshot of the screen, or just scan the QR code. And thank you so much for attending tonight, and I hope you have a good evening.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from Catawba College.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. My name's Katie Connor, and I'm an admissions counselor at Catawba College. We are a small private liberal arts college located in Salisbury, North Carolina. So I'm going to spend the next few minutes telling you more about us, and then go into some of the application details if you think you're interested in applying. So like I said, we are a campus of about 1,300 undergraduate students in Salisbury, North Carolina. So to kind of give you a picture of where we are 40 minutes from Uptown Charlotte, and 40 minutes from Winston-Salem, and about 50 minutes from Greensboro. So those are three of the most metropolitan city areas in North Carolina. Salisbury as a town is about a small town of 35,000 people with a very vibrant downtown arts and entertainment scene. So I always like to tell students, you get the best of both worlds with us. You get kind of a small college town with a lot to do, a lot of places to eat, a lot of theater and music to see. But if you want to go be in a city, you can do that as well in your free time. So first-year students are required to live on campus. We do make a few exceptions for students who live in a commutable distance. I don't know if that would apply to any Virginia students. And even though we are in North Carolina, we are proud about our student diversity. So we currently have students from 29 states and 19 countries. So we do get a lot of Virginia students. 38% of our student body is also from underrepresented ethnic or racial backgrounds. So we're proud to serve a high rate of those students as well. Let me talk a bit about our academic programs. So even though we're a small school, we kind of structure ourselves like a big university would, in the sense that we have our 5 schools. Our School of Arts and Sciences has all the traditional liberal arts majors: English, biology, psychology. Something that's unique about Catawba is that we also have a 189-acre ecological preserve here on campus. So we have a very popular environmental and sustainability program that attracts students from all over the country and all over the world, if that's something you're interested in. We have a very popular School of Business with several different majors. Our School of Education also offers licensure in K-12 education with special subjects that you can specialize in. Our School of Health Science and Human Performance has popular programs in nursing, exercise science, and recreational therapy. And then our School of Performing Arts has two really phenomenal departments of music and theater. And Catawba actually is traditionally ranked in the top 20 college theater programs nationally. And a bit about our music programs that's unique is we're one of about 12 schools in the country to offer a popular music program. So that's geared towards students wanting to make it as a songwriter or producer or engineer or performer, specifically in popular music. So that's just a bit of an overview, but feel free to ask me in the Q&A or ask any of us about specific programs you might be interested in. We're happy to answer. Our average class size is 13, so it is very hard to hide at Catawba. You're either going to love it or hate it. And our student to faculty ratio is 12-1. So we are not a research institution. Professors are not here to do research in their fields. They're here to be professors for students and to be very close with them and help them in their 4 years and help set them up for success afterwards. So that's a bit about us. As far as activities, we do not have fraternities or sororities. We are Division II athletic campus, so we do have 23 athletic teams. So a high percentage of our students are athletes. We also have over 50 clubs and organizations. So small student body, but a lot going on. We also make it very easy to start a club or organization. So if there's something you're interested in that we might not have yet, you literally only need one other friend and to stop by Student Affairs and fill out that paperwork, and you can start it. So to talk a bit about our student success, 97% of our 2018 graduates had a job or were in graduate school within 1 year of graduation. So normally I talk more about our career services. I really just wanted to show this to kind of highlight our mission at Catawba. We want to provide a really exemplary liberal arts education and experience, but pair it with really intensive career preparation. So that is trickling into all the departments and the professors and their relationships with students. We don't care about just your 4 years. We want to help set you up for success after Catawba. I think we do that well. I do want to talk about financial aid briefly. So you can see in the top right, our tuition fees, room and board add up to be a little bit over $42,500. 100% of freshman students are going to receive a merit scholarship between $10,000 and $20,000. That's depending on their academic profile. So you'll receive notice of that immediately when you're accepted. We also have some talent and need-based aid. And I am going to go into some of our big scholarship opportunities in case you guys are eligible for these. Starting with our Socratic Scholarship, this is our top merit-based scholarship. The eligibility requirement this year is a 4.0 GPA or higher. If you apply to the college by November 1st and meet that requirement, you'll automatically be invited to interview for that. Our Spirit of Catawba is another great opportunity. There's no academic eligibility. It's just for students who we think belong at Catawba and embody our 4 core values. That one you have a little bit longer to apply by February 22nd. Our application is free. It's on our website or on Common App, and we do have a regular application and a test optional application. I am out of time, but here is my contact information. So if you have any questions about Catawba, feel free to contact me or drop them in the Q&A. And thanks, guys.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from Bluefield College.
Thank you. Can you see my screen?
Yes, you just have to start the presentation there.
All right.
This is in presenter mode though. If you like, we can see the next slide before.
I see what you're saying. I'm trying to figure that out.
No problem.
It's popping up on my other screen, but it's not popping up on this one. Hang on one moment.
Okay.
Oh my God, you're scared. But she told me not to. I don't know why it's not. It's like kicking up on this one, but it's not doing it on this one. I know. Oh my God. Scott, please help. Will you just fix this, please? I'm like freaking out.
If you would like some extra time to adjust your presentation, we can move on to Virginia Tech and then come back to you after.
Okay, that would be fine.
Okay, no problem. So if you don't mind, we can skip to Virginia Tech. And you can go ahead and screen share if you are.
Okay, I think we're ready to go. Hello, everyone. I'm Chris Thompson, and hello from Blacksburg, Virginia. I'm so glad that you're joining us tonight, and I'm so glad to be joining you to talk Virginia Tech and talk Hokie Nation. First off, I'm going to talk a little bit about who we are and where we are located. We are founded in 1872 as Virginia Agricultural and Mechanical College, but now we're a land-grant university. Virginia Tech is a world-class institution, and we have a footprint on every continent on the planet. Now, where are we located? We are located in the heart of the New River Valley in Southwest Virginia, ideal mid-Atlantic location. We're not just a college town, we are a destination. Why? Because nearby is the Appalachian Trail. Just down the road is the Blue Ridge Parkway. Claytor Lake State Park is nearby with a phenomenal beach and water activities. And in the wintertime, just across the mountain, and you're in the heart of some of the most prestigious ski resorts in the mid-Atlantic region. When your family come to visit, they're not going to want to leave. Another great thing about Virginia Tech is our Corps of Cadets. We are among 6 senior military institutions in the nation, and our Corps represent all branches of the military. We are very, very proud of them. We are also one of 2 public institutions in the U.S. with the Corps of Cadets as well. With that said, our motto is Ut Prosum. And what does that mean? That means that I may serve. And everything we do here at Virginia Tech, we do it for service. We do that through our teaching, our research, and our outreach. One example that I can provide you all this evening is our annual Relay for Life event. It is the largest collegiate Relay for Life event in the nation. Our Virginia Tech Hokies have proudly raised more than $6 million to help find a cure for cancer. Another great thing is Hokie Nation. Everyone loves a Hokie, and it doesn't matter where you go. If you're wearing that maroon and orange, people are going to give you a shout out. Another great thing about Virginia Tech and our Hokie alumni is Hokies hire Hokies. And what that means is our alumni are employed at some of the most prestigious institutions in the nation and in the world. And I'm talking about Booz Allen, Citibank, JP Morgan Chase, NBC, the CIA, Disney, and a close friend of mine works for SpaceX as a project manager as one of our aerospace engineering alums. Now, what does he do when he needs to hire some staff for his projects? Is he going to colleges in California or the West Coast? He and his colleagues are actually catching a flight to Blacksburg, Virginia, because he knows Virginia Tech graduates not only graduate with the academic rigor, but they have the hands-on experience that make them career ready starting right out the gate. Another great thing about Virginia Tech is our colleges. We have 9 colleges here at Virginia Tech, and you can see those listed there. With that said, we have more than 100 majors, and when you add our minors and certificates, that gives you more than 150 options to select from. Everything from early childhood development all the way to the other end of the spectrum of helping design a concrete canoe in our civil engineering program and everything in between. Think about our application process. We are holistic. And what does that mean? That means we do not view you just as a number. We view you as an individual. With the academic portion of our application process, we look at your self-reported academic record. So what we're going to look at is your academic rigor. Do you have AP credit, dual enrollment, honors coursework? Those are very important to have you college ready for Virginia Tech. Another thing this year that may be exciting for you is we are test optional as well. So if you haven't taken the SATs, no worry, we won't penalize you for that. You can just simply submit the materials that you have and we'll evaluate you on those. Something that differentiates us from other institutions as well is no individual interviews, no recommendations, and no resumes. Simply your application submitted through Coalition or Common App. Virginia Tech also has 4 essay questions at the end of the application that are individual to us. With those essay questions, we're going to look at your service, your resilience, your leadership, and your long-term goals. So definitely consider those when you're filling out the application as well. Deadlines. Everyone wants to know our deadlines. Virginia Tech has 3 options: early decision, which is binding, November 1, early action is December 1, and our regular decision deadline is January 15. Now, why Virginia Tech? Well, our Pamplin College of Business and our mining programs are ranked among the top 25 in the nation. Our hospitality and tourism program is ranked top 5 in the US, top 10 in the world. And we're consistently ranked number 1 and number 2 for our dining. You can get up in the mornings and have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in one dining hall, and for dinner, it's fresh lobster. So we're really proud of that as well. And our NSF ranking is among the top 50 in the United States for research expenditures. So we're very proud of that as well. One other thing that we're also very proud of is our graduates. The average starting salary is no longer $60,000. The median starting salary now, with the recent numbers, is $61,800. 30% of our graduates actually include a $5,000 bonus. With that said, our net graduation rate is double the national average, and 9 out of 10 of our freshmen come back sophomore year because they love Blacksburg, they love Hokie Nation, and they love Virginia Tech. How to apply? Coalition and Common App. Check us out at vt.edu/apply. And with that said, be sure you're following us on socials this fall. Our Facebook page is going to be definitely one for you and your family because a lot of Facebook town halls, Facebook Live, and as well as our Instagram. It's gorgeous here in Blacksburg right now with the leaves changing, so you definitely want to follow us as well. With that said, I wish you all a wonderful evening and have a great time.
Thank you. Let's see if we can go back to Bluefield College now.
Share screen. Hey guys, we're gonna try this again.
All right.
Great. Awesome. Can you guys see now?
Looks good.
All right, great. Well, thank you guys for coming to this virtual event. My name is Whitley Phipps. I am the athletic liaison of Bluefield College / traditional admissions counselor. If you guys have any questions, please ask away down on the Q&A below. So to start off, what is it like to be a RAM? As you can see, we represent about 1,200 students on campus, and this comes from our dual enrollment high schoolers, our undergraduate, and our graduate programs. We are a very diverse campus community. As you can see, we represent about 16 different countries and 32 states across the nation. And all of our students are pursuing if not one, but 2 40+ academic programs that we do offer. And as you can see, we do have a 14:1 student to faculty ratio. And this really helps our students get that one-on-one time with a professor and helps them engage with the course material that they're learning. So what does Bluefield look like? Here is an overview of our campus. We are located in the East River Mountains, and then we are on 82 acres of land. So it takes about 8 to 10 minutes to walk from one side of the campus to the other. And then we are so close to the West Virginia line. 3 of our sports facilities are located on the Bluefield, West Virginia side of things. And this also includes our Herb Sims Center, which is our newly equipped gym. And the one really cool aspect about our campus store, it actually operates as an on-campus post office. So our students will never have the need to leave to go send or receive any type of packages. And then we understand that COVID has put a halt to a lot of travel this year. So we are here to cater to that. We do have a virtual campus tour on our website. And then we also have preview days. So if you wanted to check us out and have some one-on-one time with professors to talk about a program of interest, we can definitely set that up for you. And then once we do allow our students back on campus, we can definitely set up an on-campus visit with you all. And then living on campus, what does that look like? Well, we do offer multiple floor plans ranging from traditional to apartment style. We do offer free smart laundry. And what that means is there is an app that you can download called Speedy Queens. This app allows you to know which washers and dryers are available or how long your laundry load may have left on it. All of our rooms are fully furnished, and this comes with a mini fridge and a microwave as well. And then we do have RAs in every building. So this includes a paid leadership role. And then one of the great things about this paid leadership role is that not only are they paid, but they actually get free boarding, room and housing. And then there is Wi-Fi in every room and across campus. This is a brief overview of our academic programs. I'm going to leave it here just for a second so you can briefly skim through it. We do offer minors and concentrations, and then we do have a teacher licensure in our School of Education. So if that's something that you would be interested in, please check that out. And then our student life, what does that look like? As you can see, we do have multiple campus ministries, intramural sports, Greek and club organizations. Some of these may look familiar coming out of high school, for example, Young Life or Fellowship of Christian Athletes. So if you're currently active in any of these organizations, this might be an easy way for you to dip your toes in the student life here at Bluefield. And then here's a list of our men's and women's sports. We are associated with the NAIA Division I, and we do compete in the Appalachian Athletic Conference. And then new to Bluefield is esports. So if gaming is your passion, it may just be a possible scholarship opportunity for you here at Bluefield. And so the big question that everybody wants to know is how much. So our total estimate direct cost is around $37,710. And I can guarantee you not a single student has paid that bottom dollar amount. And the reasoning behind that is from our merit-based scholarships, ranging from our worship team to fine arts. And the best thing about our financial aid packages is that you can stack your scholarships. And then what can we offer you as a high schooler right now is dual enrollment. So you must be a sophomore that has a 3.0 GPA or higher. And all of our dual enrollment courses are offered online within an 8-week period. And then for freshmen coming, a graduating senior becoming a freshman, we are test optional, just like other schools right now. So what that means for you is if you submit your application and then with your high school transcript, and as I said, if you have a 2.0 GPA or higher, then you would have an admissions decision within a week. So if you liked what you heard about Bluefield, please check us out on our social media platforms. And if you want to request any more information about any of our programs or what our college life looks like here, go ahead and scan that QR code, and we would love to hear from you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Lastly, we'll be hearing from Purdue University.
Hi, everyone. Let me go ahead and share my screen. All right, so my name is Tiffany Carter, and I'm an assistant director in the Office of Admissions at Purdue. And I am joined by my colleague, Barbara Brower. She too is an assistant director in the office as well. And she's going to be managing the Q&A. So if you have any questions, please let us know. So this is our corner of the world. So we are located in West Lafayette, Indiana, and we're about 2 hours from Chicago and an hour from Indianapolis. This is important to you all as out-of-state students because this also serves as the closest airports to campus. We do have shuttle services that can get students to and from campus. As of now, freshman students are not allowed to bring a car on campus. However, if we have any leftover parking passes from our upperclassmen, then we do open a lottery system. Here is a brief slide on the Purdue profile. So we have about 34,000 undergraduate students, and we clock in at about 45,000 for total enrollment. We are a public land grant institution for the state of Indiana. So a majority of our students are Indiana residents. However, we are proud to say that we have students from all 50 states and about 120 countries. So we have a lot to do on campus. We have about 1,000 clubs and organizations. Those center around academics, hobbies, community service, community work, Greek life, and then my favorite, which is our Reamers Club. So you can see our mascot there, which is the Boilermaker Special, AKA a train. So I think it's safe to say that we have the largest and fastest mascot. In our Reamers Club, they take care of it and they bring it out every Friday on campus to give students free lifts around town. We have 5 cultural centers on campus. And if we're looking from the top left, those are Asian, Asian American, LGBTQ, Native American, Black, and Latino Cultural Center. These are a great way for our students to stay connected to their heritage and to their culture, but it's also a great way for us to educate and engage the greater Purdue and greater Lafayette community. So we are part of, we are NCAA Division I, part of the Big Ten Conference. So we have women and men teams on campus. If any of you all follow the Big Ten, you probably know that football season is going to start back up. So we're super excited about that. I think our first game will be later this month on October 23rd. And we also have club and intramural sports on campus too. We have about 50, and those range depending on ability and time commitment. But if you're wondering, the most popular is definitely our intramural basketball. If anyone knows anything about Indiana or the Hoosier State, then you know that basketball is pretty popular. So when it comes to on-campus housing, we have 17 residence halls, 2 of which just opened up this fall. Those range from private room, private bathroom, all the way up to apartment style. We don't require anyone to live on campus, but we're happy to say that about 95% of incoming freshmen decide to stay. And we can house up to 14,000 students. Students are guaranteed on-campus housing if they complete their housing contract by the deadline. Something that we like to speak about is our learning communities. As you probably know, Purdue is a large campus and there are a lot of pluses that come to going to a big campus like Purdue. But we try to make campus smaller. And one of those ways that we do that is offering our 90+ themed learning communities. Those center around academics, and then we have some that are universal. But it's a great way for students to build community early on. So students are placed in a cohort of about 20 to 30 other students. They're taking about 2 to 3 shared classes together, and they're living in the same residence hall, same floor, and sometimes right next to each other. So if you're a late night studier, which I was, it's definitely helpful to have somebody right next door, maybe even your roommate who's in the same major as you. So we want you to succeed at Purdue, and we're really trying to bridge the connection between the in-classroom and out-of-classroom learning. So we have a pretty robust research program going on. We usually have about 2,000 research projects every year, and even incoming freshmen can participate in those. We have an honors college that is an intellectual and residential experience, and it pulls students from all 200+ majors. So if you like the idea of collaborating with students who are in a different major and can bring a different perspective, then this would be a great fit for you. We have 2 certificates on campus, entrepreneurship and innovation. Entrepreneurship and innovation is definitely for the business-minded student. So if you have an interest in new venture opportunities, business models, I suggest you look further into this. And then our cornerstone certificate, this is for students who want to develop better communication, teamwork, and collaboration skills as well. We have our Degree Plus program, which is a streamlined opportunity for students to earn a double degree in the College of Liberal Arts and then a STEM major. And I'm running out of time. I did not think I was gonna go that fast. Let me get to this slide, very important, how to apply. We are on the Common App. We have 2 questions. Why Purdue, why major? You can self-report your courses and grades. We are test flexible, so if you don't have a test score, that's okay. We have the essay and then our application fee. And then let me just leave it on this slide. Sorry guys, I'm coming. Keep in touch with us. This is our contact information. So if you have additional questions, please let us know. Thank you.
Thank you. So we have a few minutes remaining. So if you have any lingering Q&A questions, feel free to send those in now. But I'm just gonna go ahead and ask our presenters to answer, maybe share one fun tradition that takes place on your campus, starting with Randolph-Macon College.
Hey guys, one really great tradition that we have is our Fountain Plaza is the heart of campus, and our students begin and end their Randolph-Macon Yellow Jacket journey there. You actually sign your matriculation certification at the first welcome weekend when you're incoming freshman, and then you actually graduate around the fountain with our commencement ceremony at the end of your 4 years. So that's one of our time-honored traditions, and our students really enjoy having that as the beginning and end of their campus experience at Randolph-Macon.
Great. Capital Technology University.
Hi, if I had to pick a tradition, I think the best one that we have at the university is the tradition of having our students. So we have our student center, and all of our students will like hang out there and like play video games. So Capital Tech attracts like the tech and nerdies, like that's kind of like our thing. So I just think it's really cool that they will just sit there and just sit there for hours, like during like in between classes and things like that, and just play video games. So that's a cool tradition that we do.
Awesome. Catawba College.
Hey guys, one of my favorite traditions at Catawba is called ADP, or Artist Development Program. This is a 100% fully student run concert every Friday night on campus. It's in one of our performance venues that holds about 450 students. 100% student run by our music students, and it is packed every Friday night. So I'm new to the Catawba community, and I was shocked when I heard that, but you have to get there 30 minutes early, otherwise you're not going to get a seat. And it's because Catawba students either have friends in the music program or classmates or friends of friends, and they just put on a really phenomenal show. So that's definitely part of our community here, that every Friday night you're over at ADP.
That's awesome. Bluefield College.
Yeah, thank you. So one really awesome tradition that we have here at Bluefield, it's called Mud Pig Day, and it's in the spring. So it's right before we have our finals at the end of the year. What we do is we have a big water slide, and the fire department comes out. We have a barbecue pit, and we come out and just play field games like cornhole and all that stuff, just a way for all of our students to really blow off steam before their big test at the end of the year.
Sounds awesome. Virginia Tech.
I think one of the things that we're most proud of is we are Division I in the ACC conference, and Hokie Nation shakes the earth when it comes to football. Our tradition is 60,000 Virginia Tech Hokies in Lane Stadium jumping to enter Sandman, which the U.S. Geological Survey actually measures as an earthquake on the Richter scale.
Wow. Purdue University.
Sure. So one of my favorites to talk about is basically if you bring a bike to campus and if you don't lock it up, the next morning it's going to end up in a tree.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you all for presenting, and thank you all for sharing those fun traditions. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. Also, this was just one of many sessions being hosted, so be sure to check out the full sign up at strivescan.com/Virginia. In about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other sessions recordings at strivescan.com/Virginia. I know there are a few Q&A questions left, so I will leave this webinar running for the next few minutes and give some time for those to be answered, but thank you all. All right. Thank you all for joining us. Bye now.